All right, so my name is Caleb,
I'm Andromeda.
and this is,
Ladarrius,
and we are running the very first, I suppose, Chattanooga State Community College sports podcast, mainly focusing on basketball. And we've got one of our players from the team here, and so I guess let's just go ahead and jump right on into it. I mean, do you want to go ahead and talk about ourselves as as people?
Yeah.
Sure. I guess I'll go ahead and start. I'm a comms major, going right now to UTC for journalism, and been a huge basketball nut pretty much since I can remember. And the goal now, after I actually started doing all right in college, is to eventually go to law school and negotiate contracts for athletes. So that's what I'm doing here, at least.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
I guess my major is mass communications, emphasis on photojournalism. My role, I guess, in this basketball thing is I take photos here. And basketball is my favorite sport. It's the one game that I decently know what's going on because I'm right there on the court and I can see everybody. Football is just,
It's there.
it's there. I have no clue what's going on.
I'm a huge football fan as well, but basketball really, it stole my heart.
And then, I cheered for basketball,
Yeah.
so I got to watch from the sidelines there too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's a completely different sport when you get to watch up that close.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so Ladarius,
Yes, sir.
what's your major here?
My major is university parallel.
Okay.
It was exercise science, but I found out I really didn't like anatomy, so.
Yeah, it's too many things to memorize.
Yeah.
It's just so much. What do you plan on doing with it?
University parallel. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm just taking core classes.
Yeah.
That'll just transfer to the next university I plan on going to.
Word. Okay, well, that's kind of a good little segue. What university are you looking to go to? What are you kind of trying to do with basketball? And how did you get into basketball?
How did I get into basketball?
Yeah.
Well, I started playing basketball in 2017.
Okay, so you're somewhat new to it then.
Yeah, I started playing on the AAU team in the summer. I never really played growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I started playing. This coach recruited me to play for a AAU team. His name was Jamichael Hillington. So I started playing for his team. It was called Team Overlook.
Yeah.
So I played that summer, and I wasn't in school at the time. So he was actually a school teacher at this private Christian school.
Okay.
So I got back enrolled in school that next year, and I started playing. That was my first year ever playing basketball for an actual team in my junior year.
Did you hoop in the just with your boys or anything before that, or was that just completely new to you and you just decided?
It was completely new to me.
Really? Okay. Then tell us about that. How it was just to go from nothing to complete organized sports like that. That's interesting.
Well, it was kind of frustrating because when I first started playing, I was playing with a lot of good people.
Yeah.
On my AAU team, a lot of people from around Chattanooga. So I just had to work. I just had to work at it and keep working. Just keep putting in hours and get better.
What do you think was the most difficult part transitioning?
The most difficult part?
Yeah.
From transitioning not playing to playing sports?
Yeah, what was probably the most, I guess the better question, what was the most difficult thing to grasp? Ball handling, shooting?
At first it was everything. I couldn't dribble, I couldn't dunk, I couldn't shoot. I could barely run up the court without falling. So
Yep, that'll do it. How tall are you?
I'm 6'9".
6'9". Good Lord, man. I mean, you're professional height.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I mean running up and down the court like that, honestly, that's a skill. That's legitimately a skill at that size. And you play center?
Yeah, I play center.
And you've always been playing center?
Yeah, since I started playing.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've probably always been the tallest dude on the court.
Yeah. I was. Well, actually, I played with some pretty tall dudes that was the same height as me.
Dang.
For AAU, when I played AAU, we played against. I had a lot of great players on my team.
Yeah. What do you think? What would you say was the easiest and the first skill that you really developed trying to play organized sports?
Shot blocking.
Shot blocking? Yeah.
That's something I always knew how to do. I couldn't shoot or anything, but I always could block a shot.
Yeah.
Cause that just don't take nothing but like want to and heart.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Defense. There's not much. I shouldn't say that. I would say that willpower, energy is the biggest determining factor when you're talking about defense, rather than skill or anything like that. Because I mean,
it don't take no skill to.
Nah.
You can suck and still
Yeah.
go out there and play some defense.
Exactly. I mean, you just need to run around the court. Know you don't even really need to know where you're needing to be, as long as you know where the ball is. You're good.
Well, in organized sports, you need to know where to be, but
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying though.
If you got the instincts though, like if you got a knack for it, you can.
Yeah,
you got it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Why don't you hit him with a question? Hard hitting one.
Diving in. Okay, so whatever your goal is, like with basketball, if you were to go in the NBA or whatever your top notch, like I'm getting paid money for this, what would you do with your first check?
What would I do with my first check?
Yeah.
That's a tough question.
So me and Kayla, you went in on every little dollar.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't realize how much money you actually get out of like that first check.
Oh yeah.
I honestly, I don't know what I'd do with it. Like in the back of my head, I want to like invest in something. Like I know that's what
You wouldn't buy anything.
I know that's what I need to do.
Oh, that's smart right there.
Smart,
that's very smart.
Is that the rule? Is that a
yeah,
rule?
like I know I need to invest in something. Like I get with a group of people or my mom and figure something out. Like maybe like buy like a rundown house and fix it up, and because I need my money to make money.
Yeah. That's so incredibly smart, man.
But after that, I know I would like buy tennis shoes and clothes and stuff. But that's like what an immature person to do. Go buy a brand new car, you know. But
my man's emotionally intelligent. My man is just financially intelligent. Heck yeah. Well, I guess that kind of goes into a question that I have for you. Are you sneakerhead?
I used to be.
Yeah.
But at the past 3 years, like, cause I have a son, so ever since my son was born, I ain't really bought any sneakers for real. Cause that used to be all I used to buy, but I had to realize the importance of life. Like, you know, that stuff's not really important. Like when you have a child to provide for, you got to do for him first. So I wasn't always able, like the past couple years, to buy shoes because I had to do for him. So,
hey, that's.
But if I get some money though, I am gonna have a sneaker collection though.
Okay, let's say like going piggybacking off of that question, like let's say you had like $2 million as your first big check. You know, what would you spend that on?
What would I spend it on?
Mm-hmm. What would be the first sneakers that you would buy?
First sneakers? Man, that's tough. I don't know. It'd probably be some Michael Jordan tennis shoes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because or
some designer shoes, something like that. I don't know.
Something like Gucci?
Yeah, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, stuff like that.
Because, man, we were talking about this like last week, and we were looking up some shoes. I wanted the LeBron 16 Ghosts. And they're like these mesh, this weird. They're dope, but they are so hard to find. They cost like $2,500 just for the size that I wanted. Yeah. Everything else was like $600, $500, which is still crazy, but like that's wild. What size shoe do you wear?
14.
14? Yeah, you ain't finding that anywhere, bro. Nowhere.
Like me, like if I did have that much money, I like to have a lot of shoes just to put on with different outfits and stuff. So
You trying to have like a PJ Tucker type of collection? Mm-hmm. Anything else you do with that money? I know you want to invest.
I mean, it's a lot of things I could do. I could like help my community, like give back.
There you go. What type of stuff? Like, what would you be?
Like, what would
just charities, or would you actually go out there and be on the front line?
I'd be on the front line. Like, that's what I've been trying to figure out as a lady. Like, what more can I do for my community, for the kids in my community and stuff?
That's cool.
Like, turkey drives. Like, I don't know. I do a lot of stuff.
Really?
Like,
you go out and volunteer a lot?
I haven't. Like, ever since COVID, I haven't. But that's something I'm planning on starting back to do.
Good. Yeah. That's awesome.
COVID was like how many years ago?
That was like 3 years ago, 4 now at this point.
Yeah.
But that's crazy to even think about that was 4 years ago now already.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that really changed a lot of things. Cause I used to go out and feed the homeless like every weekend. We'd make food and feed the homeless. But
Really?
when COVID happened, we just stopped doing all that. And
You kind of had to, honestly. I mean, you can't be really close to anybody. You can't be out and about like that. There's germs everywhere. So yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But no, that's dope that you're trying to get into that though.
But I don't know. I'm a man to like my mind. It's always turning. It's like a hamster wheel. Like it just never stops. So I have a lot of ideas. Something I need to do is start writing my ideas down. So
Absolutely, just carry a little notebook around.
yeah.
What like entrepreneur stuff or just random ideas?
Like entrepreneur stuff, just random ideas, like different ways to make money, just how to be a better person.
This kid's gonna go far, bro.
Every day.
I promise. You keep that mindset up, you're gonna go far, bro.
Yeah.
You got another one?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you... okay. Okay. Do you feel pressured to play basketball?
Do I feel pressured?
Like, do you think, like, this is what I got, this is what I have, I need basketball to be successful in my life, or
Because like you're 6'9"
like,
and athletically gifted, were you like, did anyone be like, dude, you gotta go play basketball?
When I first started playing, like when my coach Jermichael Hillington started recruiting me, that's how I felt because I wasn't used to working out like 3 to 4 times a day, and I was just like, he had all these big visions of me that he saw before I even seen them myself. So
That's powerful stuff. You got somebody believing in you more than you do.
yeah,
That'll take you far.
So at first that's how I felt, but then as I kept getting better, it became a hobby to me.
Yeah.
It was just something I started doing every day.
So you fell in love with it?
Yeah, I fell in love with it, just getting better, like seeing, just working on my jumper, getting faster, getting stronger. And it was fun. It was fun to me.
Yeah.
It became fun, winning games, always traveling. Just going to different arenas, like meeting NBA players and stuff.
Okay, dropping a quick little flex there. What NBA players have you met?
Well, we had a tournament in Oklahoma City where we had met Trae Young, Blake Griffin, and his brother.
Those are some big names.
Yeah, we played against Team Blake Griffin. We ended up losing, but
Wait, was Blake playing on the team?
like he was the coach. Now he was
Oh,
the
okay,
assistant coach.
okay.
Like, it was a 16 AAU team that we played
Gotcha.
against.
I mean, I was about to say, dude, that's wild.
Nah.
What were they like? I know Blake's typically a pretty funny dude.
They was all huge. They was really just off to themselves, like quiet,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Honestly, would not expect that from NBA players, to be
Like,
honest with you.
that's how it is. Like, a bunch of random people coming up to you every day. It's like I'm walking at Walmart and somebody's telling me I'm tall. Like, I'm most of the time looking at it like she's crazy. Like, I done heard this 1,000 times.
Right, exactly. Like, I'm well aware that I am tall. Thank you. Yeah, no, I bet that gets kind of annoying as an NBA player. Like, yes, I'm very tall. Yes, I play in the NBA. Yes, I have a lot of money.
But they're still just normal people at the end of the day. They're human
Exactly.
beings just like us.
Exactly. Yeah. That's cool. That's really cool. I obviously would love to meet some NBA players and be able to be just in that circle and have that type of connection because that'd take you far. So I guess what kind of struggles have you faced as like a student athlete?
As a student athlete, at first my struggles was like just balancing, just managing my time.
Yeah.
Like just making sure, cause you gotta really be dedicated and committed.
Absolutely.
Like, there's no time for distractions or partying or anything. It has to be your life. Being a student athlete, like 5 a.m, you got weights and you gotta. After weights, you gotta eat breakfast, then you got class, and then you have practice at like 3 to 4 hours, and then after that you got homework to do. So it's like it's really no time.
It's a big mental thing, I think.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sacrifice. A lot of sacrifice. You ain't got time to go out and hang out with your friends when they want to. You can't go out and party like normal, like kids our age, like.
Nah, you gotta leave all that away. You gotta.
It takes a lot of mental toughness.
Yeah, you gotta sacrifice and be the best version of yourself for the team.
Yeah.
So.
What's that look like to you?
What that look like to me?
Yeah.
Just it's look different for everybody, but just being the best version of yourself, and that varies for everybody. Like everybody know what they have to do to be the best version.
How do you do that?
How do I be the best version of myself? Just stay in the gym.
What makes you feel good?
Going to church, staying in the gym, and just being a good person. Like just being kind to people, just being a decent human being, not being an asshole.
That's a lot easier said than done a lot of times, especially nowadays with the way the world is. Like it's rough. So I commend you for being able to do that. And it sounds like you got a pretty good head on your shoulders too. Like you're sacrificing for the right things. And I mean, like I said, like giving back to the homeless is dope. All these like charitable things that you want to do, that's awesome at such a young age, bro.
Yeah.
So I appreciate hearing that for sure. All right, let's see. Hit it with another one.
Okay, we've talked about this, and I honestly still don't know, so maybe you can give me more, or give us and everybody who's watching more insight on this, but why do you think you play better at away games than you do home games? 'Cause
good question.
All I've heard with sports is that everybody plays better on their turf. They know their court. They know everything. When you go somewhere else, it's like you've never been there. You have no clue.
You get more boos.
Exactly.
You get louder cheers at home.
Worse crowd.
Right.
No one's really, I don't know, go to a lot of home game or away games, especially since they're further away. Since in high school, they're more like local.
Yeah.
Away games that are in college, you gotta drive.
For me, I really think for me it's all mental for me. Like I like energy, so on the road, like I'm getting negative energy, so that makes me play a lot harder and a lot better knowing people are booing against me. And it just makes me feel good to beat somebody on their home court.
So you like being the villain?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that's my whole purpose. It's just trying to dominate them. It's like negative energy. I feed off negative energy. It just keeps me going. Like when people say negative things about me, that just motivates me to keep going, or to go harder, or to get better.
Yeah.
Tells you a lot about a person, man, because you can either take that negative energy and just kind of sink into it and just be negative, or you can feed off of that.
I just try to channel all negative energy into
turn it into something good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as home, sometimes I feel like at home I'm kind of nervous or like not out of my shell because you got family and friends watching. I try to play perfect, but it's no such thing as perfect. You know, it's just a little more embarrassing because you're doing it in front of people, family and friends and stuff. So
I think that makes sense.
It's
Even like performing on anything, because basketball, like absolutely anything performing, I think that's correct, because when you're performing with your friends and family, you're way more nervous. You're way more like, I have to do good because they're watching me and they have like certain like expectations of me. And then, like you said, away, no one knows who you are. I feel like you can kind of be somebody else, I guess, if that makes sense.
Well,
and
the people that you are around all the time, they're around all the time.
All the time, yeah.
And when you go to an away game, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to deal with them anymore. The criticism that you face after that, well, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, they don't matter anymore. But the people that fill those seats at home every single week, it's like, dang,
they've
dude,
seen me play.
Yeah,
and
they've
know what
seen
you got.
every mistake that I've made.
Yeah.
No, so that makes sense. I just never really.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Do you not like when people are like, yeah, let's go? You're like, oh, you suck. Do better.
For me, like it's all mental for me. Like I guess I be having a lot of like mental like battles or issues going on. I just gotta stop overthinking and just be comfortable and just play at home in front of the fans. You know.
So you would prefer people to talk down on you rather than praise you?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I feel that. I mean, you got to have some type of motivation.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's just like sometimes, I'm just speaking about Chat State, like sometimes the energy in the gym isn't there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to talk down on the Chat State basketball audience.
We gotta get
I
all
feel like
our
it's sports
fans and
audience.
supporters.
It's Chat State. I don't know, because I've been to some basketball. Well, not here.
We got to get some marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Hey, maybe this podcast will help.
Hopefully, yeah,
We'll
I
get some
think
more
that's
people to
cool.
fill the stands up there, because it's a little barren up in those stands, you know.
Yeah.
It's community college.
It is
That's
community
what
college.
happens. But yeah, no, I think I completely understand wanting that negative energy though, because it gives you something to actually work for.
Yeah.
Okay, this is probably a silly question, but I have to ask.
No stupid questions
Because
here.
sometimes I'm wanting. Okay, what are your thoughts on cheerleaders? Because sometimes I swear I'm standing there and I'm taking photos, and sometimes I'm like, if y'all don't just stop, and like, because I don't know, because I don't know.
Well, basketball cheerleaders are so close to the court.
I mean that,
Like, are
and
you
I feel like it's
talking about-
distracting. Like, do you think it's a distraction or
Dude,
something?
you talking about just cheerleaders in general?
general?
No, I don't think cheerleaders are distractions. I actually like cheerleaders.
Okay,
Yeah.
because they're cheering you on.
Yeah. But
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I
That's
was
all.
just
That's
wondering
all I'm
because
gonna
I didn't
say.
know. Because obviously I've been a cheerleader, and sometimes I feel like it's distracting because
No,
they're
mo-
right there, like free throws as well. Because sometimes I don't like taking photos of free throws because I'm like, oh, I'm distracting them, and it's so much pressure already because you're the only one right there. Everybody's watching.
Yeah.
No, we don't see y'all.
Okay.
He said we just block y'all out. I don't even know. Cheerleaders? What?
I don't know. I swear I'm sitting there sometimes. I'm like, if y'all don't stop talking, please, you're getting
Like-
on my nerves.
Like back to what we was talking about the negative energy. Like sometimes it is good. Like you got good energy and you making good plays, exciting plays on the court and the crowd. Like sometimes I feed off of that good energy, but we just haven't had that.
Yeah.
Lately.
Well, and they talk about in sports a lot momentum,
Mhm.
and the crowd is a very, very big part of that. I feel like, because I mean, if you go on like a 5-0 run, and they start going, then you're like, okay, now we got the crowd into it too, and then you start getting a 7-point run, and you got a 10-point run, and it's just like it just snowball effects, and it just starts going crazy. So that crowd can definitely help, but we just ain't got much. Okay, I got another question for you. So you said that you started watching playing basketball in 2017. How long you been watching?
Shit, since 2017.
Yeah. Okay.
Like when I was growing up, I didn't really play sports or watch sports.
Interesting.
I ran track. That was it.
So okay, so if you just started watching here recently, who do you model your game after?
Who do I model my game after?
Yeah.
I try to play like Sean Livingston.
Sean Livingston. Wow. Point guard Sean Livingston?
Yeah.
Okay, that's definitely would not have expected that one. Very interesting. Okay. What about his game?
I just like Sean Livingston. He just smooth. Like he shoot the mid range well, and he defend. He can defend all 5 positions.
He can. He was a great defender.
Yeah. Without the leg injury he suffered, like he would be. I feel like he'd be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more, because he was that like 6'6", 6'8" point guard before.
That nobody
Really,
could
any-
stop. Yeah.
Yeah, and there were not many of those like big ball handlers like that out there
Nah.
before Sean, and hitting that mid range. He couldn't shoot a 3 to save his life, but
Nah.
the mid range, I mean, he was nasty.
Yeah.
So he's got a very good, well-rounded game. What like any other big men or anything like that, or just?
I try to take things from each player. You know, I want dunk like Shaq. You know, try to shoot like Sean Livingston, defend like Rudy Gobert. So I just take things from each player and try to add it to my game with a little twist on it.
Okay, Rudy Gobert. He's been so much better this year, thankfully, for the Timberwolves. Do you watch NBA a whole lot?
Not a whole lot, cause I watch more college basketball, but
Okay. You seen what Tennessee's been doing here recently?
nah, I haven't even been able to keep up with them for real because of my own season and just being so busy in my own life. I haven't really.
What's y'all's record right now?
We're 16-6 right now.
Y'all are doing it. You guys first in your division?
I'm not sure. We were second, but I'm not sure as of right now. I have to check again.
If you had to say, who would you pick as your biggest rival?
My biggest rival,
Team, player?
like as far as in our conference.
Sure. Anybody.
Uh,
Who do you think that you guys get up the most for to play?
Walter State.
Walter State. Okay, see, that came out quick. Okay, what about Walter State then?
They just good. Like, we just gotta beat them. Like, we actually get ready to play them this Wednesday on the 21st.
Okay.
Walter State's just good. They got a solid team. Their coach is the former TSU assistant basketball coach. So he's got a lot of great players over there. So beating them is like,
Trying to beat the best.
yeah.
You got to beat the best to be the best.
I feel like we the best. We actually lost to Walter State earlier in the season, but they're good, man. They're 23-1 right now. So
That's that's kind of crazy. I respect the whole the mindset of trying to beat the best teams out there, because a lot of players get really nervous about that.
yeah, but the thing is, teams get up to play us every game.
Yep.
Chad State really is the best team in the conference, but
Which I did not know. That was such a shock to me. I learned that this.
Yeah, no, we're good. We were good last year too.
But we just going through some ups and downs right now, but we'll figure it out. Hopefully we'll have it figured out by March, by the tournament. So
Oh yeah, because we're making it into the tournament
yeah,
for sure. You think we got a shot?
yeah, we always got a shot.
Absolutely. I love the confidence. He was so quick with it too. Absolutely, you gotta be. Yes, sir. What was I gonna ask? Dang, I had a question. I guess I'll go to the written ones. So there's this story about Kobe Bryant where he's warming up before a game and he's shooting and he just keeps on missing it just a little bit, and he finally goes to one of the people that's working the game and he's like, "Yo, that rim is off by like a quarter inch," and they're like, "What are you talking about, bro?" And he's like, "I swear to God, that rim is off." And so, sure enough, they went and they checked, and it was off. So, like, that confidence to just be able to look at that and just be like, "I know I'm not missing that.
Right.
What's wrong with the rim?" Do you have that same type of irrational confidence when you step on the court?
Hey, honestly, that's my first time hearing that story.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, I have that confidence.
Yeah. You think even if you're missing shots, you're looking at the rim before you're looking at your hand?
Nah, I ain't never did that, but I put in the work, and I trust my game. So if I shoot, I believe it's going in.
Absolutely. That's the best way you can play on the court, because I feel like, honestly, confidence is the biggest ability that you can have. Mm-hmm. Availability and confidence.
Yeah.
To me, that's a big thing for me. Mm-hmm. And you're starting this year, right?
Yes, sir.
Nice. I had another question I was gonna ask.
Do you mean go and you think about it?
Huh?
Do you mean ask one and you think about it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Another one, it goes back to money, I suppose.
I love the money.
Love it. If money wasn't an issue, like if you had an ample amount of money, all the money, would basketball still be in your plan? Would you still want to play basketball?
Yeah, I still want to play.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other part of the question?
It's just like would basketball be in your plan? Like, I don't know, because I feel like everybody has a different thing when it's like, oh, I have whatever. Like, some wouldn't go to school, some would do other things, but I guess it kind of goes back on the other one that I asked. If I can
like, if money wasn't an issue for you.
Money wasn't an issue.
Yep. Yeah, like,
honestly,
do you feel pressure to play basketball because you think like that's gonna make you successful. Kind of, if that makes sense. I'm trying. You want to rebuttal?
I don't know, cause to be honest, money changes you. But I'd still play basketball.
Okay.
But, I think money, more than it changes you, I think it just kind of like exacerbates the traits that you've already got.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's gonna make if you're mean to people, you're gonna be more mean to people. That's it. If you're a charitable person, you like going to help the homeless and stuff like that. You're gonna be donating more money. You're gonna be doing more stuff like that. So like, if you had all the money in the world that you didn't need to worry about anything, basketball is still gonna be there for you.
Yeah, I'd still play.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm personally one of those people. Like, I remember back in high school, I'd be in the gym, and it would just be these random people playing basketball, and I would be sitting there watching them for 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. Just because I love the game. Yeah. So no matter what, you just be doing it. You be hooping.
Yeah, because, I mean, what else would I do?
What else would you do?
I'm not too sure, but I know I'd be in the gym somewhere hooping.
Somewhere hooping. Word. Yeah, I mean,
that's a good question, but...
Yeah, just hooping, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, would you think that would help you get to where you would want to be goal-wise with basketball? And what are your goals with basketball?
My goals with basketball, that's something I'm still trying to figure out right now. Right now, my only goal is to try to just win out the season and win a conference and national championship with Chat State, the JUCO national championship.
Yeah.
So that's my goals right now.
How many games we got left in the regular season?
We got 5 games left.
Okay. How many games are in the tournament?
I'm not sure because this is my first year, but I just know the tournament is one and done. So.
It's like that March Madness stuff.
Yeah.
So, what I'm hearing is we're gonna go 5-0.
Yeah.
In these last 5 games.
Yeah, we got to.
We have to. Word. Okay, so I mean, you trying to boost them stats up, get you to D1?
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the plan.
If you could play for one team, who would it be?
I'm not too sure yet.
Now you can't say anything. Get recruitment issues going on.
Yeah.
Well, Tennessee would be a good one. UTC also. They've got all their games are televised on ESPN.
Yeah.
And I mean they're a very, very good team. I'm covering their team, doing the media stuff and like job shadowing for the commentator, and they're a very good team. So I mean,
they're good. They just beat ETSU the other night, didn't they?
Yep, they smacked them too. Yeah. It was like, I think they had like an 18, 19 point lead at one point during the game. Malachi Branham, I think is his name. Number 3, he's cooking people, bro. He looks like Kyrie out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to go check it out.
Yeah, honestly, go to a few games. I'm sure they'd probably let you in.
Yeah. I go to UTC's games often.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't get any discount being a Chat State basketball player?
I just get in the games for free. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nice. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
You got any more questions for him?
Do you have any more questions for him?
I mean, I got plenty of questions.
Yes, you do have plenty of questions. Okay. Okay, what's your like pregame ritual? What do you do to get your head in the game and just be able to do your best? Do you pray, obviously? Do you meditate, head down, dance around?
Great
I don't know.
To be honest, I just try to relax. I try not to think about the game at all. I try to just relax for about 10 to 20 minutes, just complete silence and just laying there stretching, meditating, and just hydrating. Yeah. I pray, stretch, and meditate. That's really all I do to get ready for my games beforehand.
Sounds like a good ritual to get ready for just about anything, honestly.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, good. Because a lot of times I be like anxious, so I just have to just sit there and just breathe and just calm down before I step out in front of a lot of people.
What's it like after the game?
Is it like after the game?
Mm-hmm. What's the emotions look like? What do you kind of do to wind down?
If we when we winning, it's hard to wind down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if we took a loss, I just study film and just shower.
Still studying film after a win? Or are you just kind of riding the high?
I study film after the wins too, wins and losses.
What does it look like after you win? Like, what do you go and do? Like, after, you're still riding the high of the win. What do you do with that?
Like,
you just go hoop some more. You go out, you party.
I ice. I don't party at all. So I still have class and stuff. So I normally just get into bed, cause each day is a new journey. So even if you win or loss, you still gotta wake up the next day and put in the same amount of work you put in the day before. So I'm normally getting ready for the next day, cause I know I gotta do it all over again to be the best version of myself for the team.
Oh, you're NBA ready, bro. You got these answers down pat. Yes, sir. I guess we don't have a whole lot of time. We got like 5 minutes left. So you had asked about it earlier, like Isaiah Pacheco, and I was talking about his running style, and he's angry on the court. Like, what kind of emotions kind of fuel you to do your best on the court, do you think?
When I'm angry.
You think so? Yeah?
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna say just when I'm angry, but what kind of fuels me, just it could be a variety of things that fuel me.
I guess that's why that negative energy helps a lot then for you.
It could be a variety of things. I mean, I just try to play for my teammates, and just sometimes if my mom's in the stand, that fuels me, or just thinking about my son, that'll fuel me because I got to do this for him, or that's how I feel sometimes.
I know you say he's 3, right?
No, sir. He just turned 1.
Oh, where did I get 3? I'm tripping. Okay.
No, you good.
I was gonna ask, does he come to the games a lot still?
Nah, he stays like towards Memphis, Tennessee. So he's been to one. He came to one game, but not really.
That's dope. That's good that you've got something to do this for and somebody to make proud. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I guess, do you watch football?
I don't really watch football often. I watch the Super Bowl though, but.
Okay, so you saw this Chiefs game then?
Yeah.
You think the whole thing is rigged?
Yeah, it's rigged.
It's rigged. Why do you say it's rigged?
I just feel like most professional sports are rigged, but I'm not too sure. Because some people might think college is rigged, but I don't think it is.
What would make...
Because our games aren't rigged.
Right. Yeah. What would make you think that it is rigged, though?
Nah, the NFL is not rigged. Nah, it ain't rigged. That's just speculation.
Yeah, because,
Because them guys are out there, they going as hard as they can. They making plays. Like, you can't rig that type of stuff.
Thank you. That's kind of what I'm thinking, too. Like, and on top of that, like, if there's the script that everyone's talking about, why are the other 31 teams in the NFL just like, yeah, that's cool. I'm cool with losing this year.
Right.
Like, I'm fine with that. And then on top of that, you got to have all of the players and all the coaches and everybody just being like, yeah, no, we're going to keep this incredibly large secret for the entire existence of the NFL. We're good. We got that.
Right.
All right. Well, I think that is pretty much, unless you got any other questions you want to ask.
I had one on my mental, but it's kind of...
I've done that a few times. Yeah, I feel that. I
don't know, because me and you were talking about the difference with NFL, professional, like NBA in general, professional, and then college, and like, I guess like difference of how they play, because like college you're going towards that, and then NBA you're already in it. I mean, though you're getting paid, yes. I mean, some colleges they pay their players as well, but.
Yeah, now with the NIL deals and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so I guess. Do you think that there's more incentive to win and to actually play hard in college or in professional sports?
Because, dude, like, in NBA, they get paid regardless if they win or lose. So,
Yeah. I think a lot of it... Well, yeah, what do you think?
It just depends on how bad you want it. Like, in the NBA, that's how, like, most people are feeding their families, so...
That's
And,
the best argument I've
Yeah.
heard about it.
And in college, like some people, they just want to play college and that's it. Some people want to go pro, so it just all depends on the person and how
Yeah.
bad they want it.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more, honestly. I mean, I think personally the NBA, this is just my opinion, I feel like that's more incentive just because you've got, like you said, like people are feeding their families, and then you've got legacy that you're trying to think about too. Like, I want to be the best player of all time. So I guess, like you said, it's just every other person. Like, what's their drives? What's their motivation? So, what would you say though if you had to give one or the other? Which one who do you see the most incentive out of? Like, who plays harder? You think?
College kids play harder.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't take it away from no professional because they're a professional for a reason. But
Well, and this goes to one of the questions I had. Like you follow Joel Embiid and like he was
76ers.
Yeah, he was supposed to. Well, he was the leading candidate for MVP, and then this new rule about 65 games.
Right.
Like, to me, if they cared that much, there shouldn't have even been a need for an incentive to play games.
Right.
You know, I feel like that's kind of weird. Do you think that helps out with injuries at all?
What, them playing 65 games?
Yeah, well, the fact that they, like, I know load management was a huge thing in the NBA for a while, and now that you can't really do that as much, do you think that that's something that is going to impact injuries? And do you think that would, like, if they implemented something like that at this level, like, do you think that there would be a lot of uproar about it, or do you think people would just be like, I'm here to play ball, I'm going to play anyways?
Now, are you asking, like, as far as, like, college or NBA?
Either one, both. I mean, like,
NBA, like, I mean, that's their job. That's your job to get up and play 65 games.
right.
So, like, if you don't want to go to work, you get fired. Like, that's how it is.
That's literally what we were saying.
Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what. Yeah.
They just gotta make sure they resting and taking care of their body, and that's all they don't have time for anything else.
Right.
They gotta go to work.
And like I think you were saying earlier about just college and how they want to get to the next level, I don't think even having a game limit like that would impact anything, because I think they're all just trying to play anyways.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah. Some people compete for championships. Some people are just like, I'm here to get paid. They really don't care to win, you know. They're just doing it for the check.
Yep. No, you ain't lying, bro. All right. Well, anything else you want to get out there?
Nah, man. I'm good.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty much everything that we got, and I think that's our time. So I would like to say thank you very much for coming out. We appreciate the heck out of you, bro.
Yes, sir.
And great talking with you, dude.
All right.
All right. Well, awesome.
Episode 1.
Great job, guys.